Andrew Wilson absolutely annihilates a woke hater during this heated debate and exposes the weakness in their arguments point by point. Now, through this particular exchange from the TikTok invasion, Andrew Wilson dismantles every accusation thrown at him while staying calm and focused on the facts like he always does. But this particular debate gets actually tense when false claims about misogyny and degrading women are challenged, basically forcing the critic to backtrack with this vocal hater to go ahead and backtrack and is forced to eventually concede. So Andrew Wilson also breaks down misconceptions about the whatever podcast as well as clarifies misinformation and refuses to let the biased narratives control the discussion. So here's Andrew Wilson annihilating a woke hater, forcing them to concede. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah,
Oh well, thanks for having me back.
yeah, you're a real leader for the right-winged man. Good job.
Well, did I do something to offend you, madam?
Oh, no, you did nothing to offend me, ma'am.
Oh, well, I don't. You seem very upset. I don't know what I did.
Miss Andrew,
No,
how are you
I have
today?
no issue with you, Andrew. This is, so if anyone doesn't know, this is Andrew. He hosts a podcast called the Whatever Podcast.
That's not
He
my
invites a bunch of
podcast.
women. Oh, okay. You co-host or you go on it frequently?
Yeah, that's true. I go on frequently. That's correct.
Okay, and he has on women particularly who do OF or do Cornhub.
Only,
Basically,
well, that's incorrect too. About 14% of the totality of all the women who go on that show do any form of sex work, including OF.
I apologize. 14% of the women he invites up are.
Well, I don't invite them. I just get invited to random panels.
Sorry. He randomly joins on these 14% of the time.
Well, no, I'm there for a lot more than 14% of them. But
more than 14.
it's only about 14 or 15% that actually have ever done any type of sex work. Most of them are college educated women from all over the nation.
Yeah. So I'm curious, Andrew. I would like to see, what do you gain from having these women on and just degrading them? I also have another point I'd like to bring up.
What do you mean? What do you mean degrading them? Who am I degrading? Can you give me an example of that?
Well, I mean, a lot of the times these women are on, you attack them. You don't actually attack the ideas.
That's completely untrue. Can you give me an example of that?
I'm sorry, I had to stop you here, but who is this guy? Is it a teenage kid, a young adult, or a transgender man? I don't know. They were just wrong about Andrew point by point, every accusation and everything. And Andrew definitely corrected this individual. I can't tell if it's a woman, if it's a man, a teenage boy, whatever. But this woke libtard right here just was absolutely wrong, and Andrew definitely corrected him.
Yeah, for example, you guys commonly, speak of you as a co-host, okay, or a frequent visitor, often say, "Why don't you rate yourself?" or have the women rate themselves.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
we'll give a scale.
that's a question that Brian asks often. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And a lot of the times after they'll give a rating, just laugh at them and give them your score.
Yeah, they do the same to us. So oftentimes they'll ask us for our rating. We give them the same. They laugh at us too. And I usually give myself a really low rating, like 3 or 4.
Well, I'd love to debate you. Last time I debated
It just hit me that this dude is the host of this debate from TikTok.
you decided to call me the F slur and thought that was permissible. I'm hoping we could pertain from saying slurs this time and have
Yeah, I always try to adhere to TikTok TOS.
Okay. So I'm first. Is corruption? Are you there?
Well, I'd like. Can we start with what these criticisms are of the show, and why you're making these kind of unfounded and insane claims that women are brought onto this show to berate them rather than to debate ideas.
So I think a lot of times, and I'm just going to give my perspective for anyone who's in here. Okay, this is my attempt to break you out of the system. I apologize, Andrew, but is that what these people do is they see the economic downturn that young men have had, and their society in the world are being replaced by other people since they've had the majority of the time at the top of the food chain. Well, now we're allowing people to get closer. And so because they feel scared in their own skin, what you do is you'll have on women, and in my opinion, maybe not factual, is that you'll have the women on basically to degrade them. Look at these women and look at what they do for their job.
Well, what are the
And
examples of that, though?
I mean, there was the one girl, Gorlok the Destroyer.
I wasn't on for that episode. What would that have to do
Oh,
with me?
I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah.
I conflated you with another.
So what are the examples with me? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, anytime there's particularly a woman on
Mhm.
that is, that you find unattractive, you seem to laugh at their face when they give themselves a score.
No, that's completely untrue. Sometimes
Oh,
it can lead to rigorous debate based around what people think are perhaps social constructions of beauty, what aren't, or people think there's more objective beauty standards or subjective beauty standards. But those are all debating a social issue, which is very common in dating.
Yeah, and so this is what I will attempt to say for anyone who's in here out of the 92 people who watch Andrew and
Mhm.
say, oh, yeah, that makes me feel good, is that really they want to get you stuck in a spiral of just being addicted to seeing women berated. Not actually. This is what you should
Well,
do.
why can't you
Go to a
demonstrate
gym,
the women
be
getting
healthy.
berated then?
Sure. If you'll give me 1 minute, I will
will.
find a clip for you to play.
Go ahead.
Your show is not to hate women, I'll concede, because I'm having a difficulty time finding clips of it. So I'll concede to your point that no, you do not hate women, Andrew, and you
Okay.
love them very much. That's why you're married to one.
This was hard to watch, but at the same time, it's still funny. You got what seems to be a young kid or a transgender woman, not woman, transgender man or something like that, trying to setting up a debate against Andrew Wilson to go ahead and actually he actually this person actually think that they can beat Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson didn't even have to like hit respond to any of their viewpoints. All he did was just ask for proof about what he did of the accusations that this person offered Andrew Wilson from the whatever podcast. But this person, after going ahead and look for clips, they didn't couldn't find any evidence of him berating women or getting people to hate them. The fact of the matter is, once again, the woke left has proven that they can't back up their claims with evidence. Okay, time after time after time again, Andrew Wilson always asks people, what evidence do you have? And if they do offer evidence, he quickly goes ahead and rebut that particular so-called evidence and just go ahead and shut them down. But if you don't have a leg to stand on, if you don't have any evidence or proof, you always resort to insulting people like Andrew Wilson, which shows that you're just on the losing side. You can't even overcome, them, the debating opponent, with evidence from the claims that you presented out there. I'm quite convinced that a lot of these people out there who are trying to be liberals and stuff don't really know how to offer any evidence and stuff. In other words, it kind of remind me of a non-social media famous Destiny, basically.
Well, okay, good. Why is it though that you have why if it's that difficult to find the evidence of this berating and woman hating and woman bashing, it should be easy for you to demonstrate it.
Here you go. I'll show you guys the show in case anyone doesn't know what it is. Give me 1 second here.
What's the name of it?
It's called the Whatever Podcast. It's quite famous, I would have to say.
It is a very famous show, yes.
Yeah. And basically, they just debate people constantly. Very long debates.
Actually, mostly only in the 1v1 setting will you see a lot of debates. Most of it's just open conversation for hours about dating. And let's be real,
Yes.
like the only reason you have this supposition is because you've never actually watched the show. Let's be real.
Yeah, 100%. I would not watch the show.
Right.
And that's just my.
So why is it that you would come to this conclusion? You've never watched a single episode.
I saw clips of that. I saw clips of that show. They definitely be.
Yeah, so like I mean, just look like this is basically them.
They be on that bitch.
Trent, have you seen this?
He-Man woman haters.
You guys, I'll give you credit also. You guys do a good job at pumping out clips that are easy for people to reproduce. That's a good job. Michael Knowles, I mean, what a woman respecter Michael Knowles is. Great opinions on women.
Has he done something to disrespect women I'm not aware of?
Oh, I mean, Michael Knowles, a Christian nationalist, yeah.
What has he done to disrespect women exactly?
He's a Christian nationalist.
Well, how is that disrespectful to women? There's lots of women who are Christian nationalists. Are they women disrespecters too?
Yeah.
They are too.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
There were black people who were
So if
slaves.
people don't
Therefore,
fall
they
under your exact worldview, they hate women. Then got it. But your examples of this
They want to
supposed
keep women's
hatred,
rights to vote. They want to take away women's rights to vote.
Who?
Yeah,
Michael.
shout out to
When
the
when has
people
Michael
saying,
Knowles ever said he wants to take away a woman's right to vote? Show me.
oh,
It's never happened once.
Why is it that people who are like these leftists, ignorant idiots and stuff, they always put these claims out, and whenever people ask them or their opponents ask them, what evidence do you have for that? When did they say this? Show me when they said that. They just say, "Well, how did you know that this?" They say, "Oh, well, they're just white Christian nationalists, and just because they are." That's their only thing that they have to stand on. And at this point, it's not even worth talking to these people. But at the same time, for people like Andrew here, it could be fun for them to do it, or for others, it's just a waste of time. But then, at the same time, they'll just go ahead and all they have to do is just mock them, and they'll just set them off into a big tizzy, kind of like what the woke left always do in the first place. I mean, you're putting that out there, accusation after accusation, and then you want to go ahead and just when challenged on it, go to basically provide any evidence about Michael Knowles or anyone else and stuff. All of a sudden, it's because they are who they are, or you don't have anything to stand on. So, what exactly is the point of this particular debate?
You're just making
about Christian
you're just making stuff up. Yeah, but she said Michael Knowles is a Christian nationalist.
I'm talking about Christian nationalism as a whole.
So, okay, but she said Michael Knowles is a Christian nationalist. Christian nationalists want to take away rights from women.
I'm a guy, Andrew.
Nationalists talking about how they don't believe women have the right to vote.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with Michael Knowles. And by the way, just because you have some people, even if you have some people who are in Christian nationalism who believe that, doesn't mean that that's a representation of the view, right? So you can have some communists. Okay, well, I'm talking about communism. You have some communists who advocate for things you probably disagree with, huh? And some communists maybe advocate for things you do agree with. What makes a person a spokesman for all of Christian nationalism? The fact that you decide they are? Like, what are you talking about?
Let's go to the prompt here, okay? Last time you were on, you decided that the Democrats.
No, let's not. Let's hold your feet to the fire and get out. Can we please get some evidence of all of this supposed woman bashing and female hatred?
I do apologize. Apparently, the video started acting up, and the audio is just crackling in and out and everything.
That you said that we engage in constantly and poisoned the entire well before I even came on. You were so sure and assertive about it. Show us.
I mean, sure. Let's start with, my favorite clip here that just defines you as a person is probably the pickle clip with the pickle jar.
That's disrespecting women.
No. I was just bringing that up as a side.
Okay, so nothing. You have nothing. You literally don't have anything.
Sure, I poisoned the well. I apologize.
For what, though? What was the point of that?
I inherently disagree with your worldview, but I
How do you know? What is my worldview? How do you even know you disagree with it?
I've debated you before. You're a conservative.
That's true, but that doesn't tell me what my worldview is.
You are a conservative, so therefore I disagree.
Yeah, that means a lot of different things, though. Like saying, "Oh, you're a liberal," that you're all universalized. Like, what do you mean?
I would say there's less inherent differences between someone who's a liberal versus someone who's a conservative.
Yeah, there could be some things which they have in common, but that's not giving you a totality of their worldview. Give me a break. Like, you might consider, for instance, libertarians to be conservatives. That doesn't mean they are.
I heard an article on you guys. I've never heard of you guys before personally, but have you read the Unheard article on you? Unheard says that your podcast routinely invite easy target guests. It says that y'all usually invite easily target guests like morbidly obese beauty influencers. Let's see, make 30-second TikToks, clipping those setups, regularly go viral. Naturally, the reason that you go viral is that they hit every branch falling out of the lowest common denominator outrage tree. They even employ borderline headlines like "Only fangirls get roasted." So
Okay.
they're saying they're misogynistic.
Well, yeah, but it's not misogyny if you're in a debate and you lose it. That's not misogyny. That's just you losing a debate.
So would you say that you invite easy targets on your show?
Well, I don't invite anybody on that show, so. But as far as I'm aware, most of the women who are invited have months of prep time, and most of them are college educated. So how would they be easy targets? Are you just saying that
I'm
that they're
reading an
stupid?
article.
Are you saying they're stupid, or what are you trying to say here?
I'm reading an article on you guys. I have never heard of your podcast before, so I'm reading an article, and this is what the article.
An
says.
article by who?
Unheard.
Oh, some random internet person.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we established that.
I don't.
What the heck is going on? Okay, so you finally got someone trying to challenge them, but at the same time, it seems to me that he wasn't here to hear what Andrew Wilson had said earlier. See, Andrew Wilson, everybody knows, did not start or help start the whatever podcast. Andrew Wilson had nothing to do with, as being the creator or a co-host of whatever podcast. He's always been a guest, okay? They always have guest speakers. He's just one of the prominent and most well-known speakers to appear on that podcast. That's it. Okay, he didn't invite any of the other guests up there that he had discussions or debates with. He didn't also didn't play a part in choosing who to be up there. These women, as he said numerous times now, as well as before, they're not all OF creators. Okay, majority of them are college educated. Okay, it also kind of shows with the kind of thoughts and opinions that they put out there. It shows the kind of what kind of college educated women they are. Okay, that's the point that these woke left weirdos here fail to actually grasp or even take in or not even willing to accept. Okay, so it's that simple. Andrew Wilson doesn't have any part of the planning, creating, and carrying out of the whatever podcast. He's just simply a guest there to talk, there to have discussions, possibly even have debates and everything. Okay. That's it.
Know what you think your point is.
No, my point is like how that's not evidence of anything. It's just some dude's unheard opinion on the internet that he wrote in a blog or something.
No, it's a popular site apparently.
Popular meaning what?
I mean, they have a well opinion of your show. Like I said, I never heard of you, so I'm just sitting here Googling things about your show.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to hear how it has anything to do with misogyny and woman hatred and this type of thing. It's mostly you have conversations with people for hours and hours, sometimes up to 8 hours on a giant panel, obviously, just like on this show. Would you say, for instance, on this show, that you're just trying to target people who are easily targeted because you happen to be good at debating because you've done it for a long time? So you invite random people up so that you can dunk on them? Is that what you're doing?
No, we allow anyone. We allow anyone to come up.
Yeah, exactly. So wait a second. So if whatever allows any women to come on who want to come on, how's that any different than what you're doing right now?
So do y'all just allow women?
No, there's men who come on too. I do debates with them all the time.
Okay.
So yeah. How's that any different than what you're doing right this second?
What do you mean? How is it different?
How is it different? You open up a panel. You assume most people who come on, right? You want to tangle up with them. You want to debate with them, right? You want to have oppositional worldviews where people debate. How come you're not misogynistic? How come you're not evil? How come you're not bad? How come it's just us who's bad for doing the exact same thing you're doing right now?
If I'm misogynistic, you would probably understand how we're not misogynistic.
Well, wait a second. If you're only bringing people up who you think are easy targets, right?
We don't bring people up that we think are easy targets.
Right. Okay. So who do you bring up?
Anyone that requests.
Got it. So the same exact thing that whatever does. Got it.
You've never denied any person.
I'm sure that there's been some people who you've denied.
No.
Yes, there has. Some people have come up and trolled and done all kinds of stupid stuff, and you've probably denied them.
Yeah.
Or there
People who
could be
traffic
people who
people.
have a terrible reputation for doing damage to shows or something like that, and you would deny them, and that's totally reasonable. But I think by and large, most women who request to go on that show and arrange for their travel expenses get on that show, yes.
Do you think that women are more privileged than men?
That women are what?
More privileged than men.
What does that have to do with anything we're talking about right now?
It's a question. You can't answer it?
I don't think it has anything to do. It's a derailment from your original
Yeah, so-
claim.
Question about your
My
podcast.
main contention is that you basically you use feminism as a pejorative.
Yeah, so
The population, but the gap in those
So what?
positions.
What
different.
factual basis do you have to make that claim?
This is why none of us want to engage, because
I think-
there's two who are trying to take over the show from you, and it just makes us not want to interact at all.
But this is a
So-
debate.
No,
You said
come on,
debates come with like statistics.
You can-
She's allowed
well, this
to
is
ask
not
you
a
what
debate.
your source
This is a
is. I
panel
thought we
that's
were
all
just
having a
having a
discussion, and
friendly
you guys have done
conversation.
nothing but attacking all of the women of
I'm not
our
attacking
industry.
you,
Oh,
I'm-
you definitely are.
It's more annoying to be interrupted. So I
What the heck is happening now? What is wrong with these people? Okay, so these basically sound like a bunch of young people trying to do a debate and host a debate, and they don't even know what they're talking about. Seems like they were prepared, but at the same time, they were prepared to fail. Okay. You got people go ahead changing the subject, or as Andrew here stated, bringing up a derailment and stuff whenever you can't prove your argument, can't prove your point, can't provide evidence. And the simple fact of the matter is, trying to provide evidence that doesn't have anything to do with the discussion at hand.
Rather not answer than be interrupted and attacked by two women
Okay.
who just
I would, like-
degrade rather than come up with real arguments.
I
man.
am not degrading you.
Just be assertive. I'm loud, totally.
I know, I'm assertive, and then you get up and walk away because you can't take it because you don't have emotional regulation.
No, I actually choose to leave when the conversation no longer involves me.
This could be a way better conversation without you here.
Oh, you think
Continue.
so?
Continue
You don't
the
answer
coinage.
questions.
Order
I
33.
was just asking.
Continue
if
order
you think
33.
women are more privileged because this is an episode of your podcast.
What's an episode of my podcast?
It's a TikTok that you posted from your, or maybe not you,
Not me.
your podcast
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this just went left field.
that they posted, and that's the title.
So
That's the title.
what?
So
What does that have to do with degrading women?
Andrew Wilson didn't have anything to do with the creation of that podcast, the inviting of the guests of that of the whatever podcast. Okay, Andrew Wilson is just simply the guest. They try to catch him in a gotcha moment right now. Okay, they try to catch Andrew Wilson in a big gotcha moment where they're trying to debate him, but at the same time they actually fail because of the fact they're not only are they willing to stick to the topic itself at hand, that of the evidence that Andrew Wilson is actually asking for, but they're also failing to go ahead and provide any proof of anything in general, even when the topic changes. Dude played an audio clip from the episode and then accused Andrew Wilson of uploading it when Andrew Wilson didn't have anything to do with that, even the upload of it. That doesn't even pertain to why if to question of if they think women are superior or not, or whatever question he asked or say. So okay, so yeah, basically in a nutshell, this whole debate thing was just foolish of them. I'm pretty sure Andrew Wilson might have had fun with them. It was good to see how he absolutely annihilated a woke hater, as well as the rest of the panel, by the way, in this particular heated debate, and exposed their weaknesses and their arguments point by point. Okay, so yeah, let me know your thoughts about this as from when Andrew Wilson annihilates woke haters in this heated debate. Force them to concede. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.